Let's have a look at each of these in turn then. If we go over to a terminal window, which I've opened up using an application called Putty, to log on to the remote server and to have a look at where our Perl executable is located. Now, the thing we need to do here is to locate the Perl executable that will be invoked in order to run our Perl script. We can do this, at least on this version of the Unix operating system, by using a command called which. And then we give the name of the Perl executable. And the which program looks through the path and locates the Perl executable that is going to be invoked when we just type in Perl. So if we use this command, we can then see this is the location of our Perl executable on the remote host. Moving over to our text editor, we can then update our file to reflect this. So instead of saying c:\\, etc., we're now going to use the location that we found in our terminal window when we ran the which command. Next, we need to make sure that the end-of-line characters are right. On this particular text editor, we're able to convert very quickly and simply. A good programmer's text editor will offer this kind of functionality, and it will probably be located in different places depending on which text editor we're using. So we've saved that out with the correct kind of end-of-line characters, and now it's time to upload. We need to connect to our remote host using some kind of FTP program. Doesn't matter which one we use. And we need to make sure that we're transferring in ASCII format. Now let's take our tester and move it up to the remote host. That's been sent. So if we go now to our web browser and type in the location of the script, we'll try and run it, but once again we get an internal server error. We could have a look at the server error log like we did before, but there's an easy answer to what's going on here with the third of the three things we haven't checked, and that is the file permissions. So if we go over to the document root of our web server and then move up to the CGI bin directory where all our CGI scripts are held, if we take a look at the file permissions here for the tester.cgi script, we'll see the file permissions are over this side. We'll see that they're not correctly assigned. We only have read and write permissions set to the script, and that only for the user, which is me. We need it to be readable and executable by everyone. So we're going to run the chmod command, and once again this is all very operating specific instructions. You'll need to look at the instructions for your particular operating system that you're running and find out exactly how you do this kind of thing on the operating system under which you're hoping to serve your CGI scripts. Once we've set the permissions for our tester.cgi script, as we can see there over on the left, we have executable permissions for everyone. If we go back now to our web browser and try going to this location again, the script runs with the correct file permissions, and we've been able for the first time to execute a CGI script on our remote host.